2 exercises to get rid of your Dowager's hump. Now, what is that? That's when you get that hump in the back of your neck and through here. And kind of what happens is when you do that, you know, it happens because we're always kind of looking forward like this, or you know, we can't see something, we come forward, or we're driving and we're kind of always looking like in the head and in this kind of position. And we do this long term, year after year after year after year. What happens is those bones just kind of get shifted forward. And so when that happens, then even if you try to move in different directions and try to stretch, you actually need a little bit of force to kind of help basically pull everything kind of back into alignment. And that's what we're going to show you today. So make sure you stay tuned to the end so that you can see the 2 exercises that we're going to show you to kind of help combat this, because we don't want to look like that. Hi, my name is Stephanie. I'm with Empower Physical Therapy. We help clients avoid surgery, injections, and medications while getting their life back. We help people that have had numerous failed treatments actually get back to feeling amazing when they come into our office. And our big goal for you is just to help you understand the body a little bit better and help you kind of navigate it to figure out, wow, maybe this is something that actually can work, and give you that understanding of that not always, you know, where the side of the pain is where the source of the problem's coming from. We say that all the time at my office. So let's go into a little bit of, again, like, why does this happen? And it's that posture. It's that long-term posture where we want to bring our head forward, and we just kind of, or we'll even slouch through our back a little bit and hang on the ligaments in the front of our body. And then we just kind of have our head forward like this. And when that happens, it basically is shifting our bones in this position. So we want them to be up like this in a good position, but it tends to kind of shift a little bit. I see this a lot when people are really tall because they're always wanting to like come down. You'll see it a lot in the older population, and a lot of that's just from not moving as much and always being in a static position and always, you know, maybe watching TV with a pillow on our head and the head is moved forward. So there's a lot of things that can kind of create it, but it's usually, you know, takes years for us to create some issues like this. So what happens with this treatment is that a lot of people will try to get them to stretch their muscles. You know, let's just stretch it and come back. Let's do some thoracic extensions with a lumbar roll. And those don't always work. Now, there's some things that will help it a little bit, but we really got to get to that level that's not moving. And you really got to find ways that's going to allow you to kind of force it. And so that's what we're going to show you today. 2 exercises that will kind of help with this. Now, if our body is shifted this direction, we want to do things that will help shift it back. And so if our head's forward like this, we want to do things that are going to help us bring us back. But if we just only do this, it doesn't fully help because we're moving the joints that can move and not moving the joints that aren't moving. So we need a little bit of help with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a strap. And what you'll do on this is that you'll place the strap kind of like where the shoulder blades are. You're going to come just to the top of that, and you kind of pull down because you're kind of on that spot when you do that. And then you'll do the same thing where you're going to do that neck retraction as you're kind of pulling forward. So we have 2 forces. We have one moving this way and we have one moving this way to kind of move everything kind of back into alignment. So again, shoulders just above the shoulders, you kind of pull down. You're going to do some retractions just like this and coming back. If you're noticing that you're feeling pretty good doing this, then you can progress this exercise by coming here and then extending back a little bit just to kind of get up and over to get that joint to kind of move in. And so I would start out with just, you know, pulling down, doing, you know, 8 to 10 of these exercises every couple of hours. And then what you can do is you can progress, oops, it just slipped a little bit. You can progress to doing retraction, extension. So I'm pulling forward with these as I'm pulling my head back to kind of get the bones to kind of come back like this, so that you'll notice that that will slowly kind of go away. You may still have a little bit there, but it'll be way better than what it was, and you'll be feeling way better than what you were feeling before, so that you can get things into better alignment. The next exercise is a very similar exercise, and you know, these work, it just depends. Everyone's a little bit different on what works. But we're gonna go and do a very similar position, but we're gonna do it on our stomach where we have a little bit of thoracic extension. Because kind of where we have the Dowager hump is just below the thoracic spine and just above, just at the very bottom part of where our neck kind of attaches to those ribs. So what you're gonna do is you'll have your hands, you're going to be basically looking straight at your hands. So when I'm like this, I have a little bit of curvature in my back. So I can get a little bit of I'm already kind of placing my spine in a little bit more extension, trying to help push this area. And then you'll look at your hands and you'll do the same thing. You're going to retract, and then you're going to put your hand on your chin and just sink into it. And then as you breathe, you almost want to bring the shoulder blades together to get more extension. So you can kind of see how my chest comes further, closer to the table. So as I go in, hold it, exhale. This one again can help because you're again using the force of the gravity and the shoulder blades kind of coming together. So we're just, as we're doing this, it's like my shoulder, I'm sinking my chest further in as my shoulder blades go back as I breathe, trying to bring my chest closer to that table. And what that does is you're using the gravity of everything and your breath to bring the body down as you're using the force of the chin to bring that up. So it's a very similar force, trying to get those bones that are like this to kind of come back in. And that's kind of what we're doing. So if you're gonna do something like this exercise, the second exercise, you're gonna hold that for about a minute and really just breathe and kind of stretch and just trying to get those joints to kind of move back in. This one you're gonna do, if you're gonna do the first one with the strap, you're gonna do that, you know, again, 6 to 10 times every couple of hours, just to kind of keep on working it and working it and working it. Now give these exercises a try and make sure you comment down below and let us know how things are going, because we love to hear from you. Again, if you love what you're hearing, make sure you subscribe to our channel, because we provide content all the time, just trying to put out more education to really help you understand the body and get you back to feeling as good as possible as well.